A man who was convicted in the shooting deaths of 2 men here at the Eaton Centre and the wounding of 5 others will be getting a new trial. Christopher Husbands was sentenced to life behind bars with no chance of parole after a court found him guilty of second-degree murder. Images of the panic that ensued scarred the psyche of the city in the months that followed. Now, last month, Husbands' legal team asked for a new trial. Today, an appeals court ruled that the jury that sent him to prison was not properly chosen. Husband's lawyer explained to City News what went wrong with the selection process.
The reality of it is that juries are picked in order to ensure that they're impartial, and there are various different mechanisms that are put in place. One of the mechanisms that's put in place is the fact that the jury gets vetted and asked a series of questions about whether or not they're impartial. The other jurors are the judges of that. The way that this happened is that only 2 jurors were judges of this, not a number of people, not a number of jurors being judges of it.
As a result of the faulty jury selection, Husband's conviction in the murders of 22-year-old Nixon Nurmalendran and 24-year-old Ahmed Hassan have been overturned, meaning a new trial.
I would say that a fair trial is the important right of every Canadian, and that anything that abrogates that means that the trial was not fair, and that this right belongs not only to Mr. Husbands, but it belongs to absolutely every Canadian, and everybody else. From the point of view of the victims, it'll always be an outrage. From the point of view of the family of the accused, it'll always be a triumph, and so the Canadians should see themselves halfway in between those 2 positions.
Now, Husbands was also found guilty of 5 counts of aggravated assault and 1 of criminal negligence causing bodily harm. No word on when his new trial will begin.